I'd like to ask Tess, who's hosting us today, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marites Herrera, and I own the business here at the location. I'm running the business and managing the business for 2 decades. I live in that apartment there for over 2 decades. I know the neighborhood quite well, and as a matter of fact, to give you a history of what the people were saying when we started this business, they're like, why this business? This is a dead area. A lot of people come up to me and say that. There's this guy, Peter from the Gilgores, who once told me, in a small business, there's always a one person who rise, died, and the next thing you know, it's like what is left is a toothpick. So what I'm saying, when you take that Bathurst parking, you take the toothpick in our plate. And this is the reason why, for all of this community and all of this business who stand here, we don't want that toothpick to be taken away from us. We say no to this removal of the parking in the area. And thank you all for coming today. Thank you all. Thank you all. That's all I say.
Yeah. Next, we have Angelina Petherbridge, a representative from the community in St. Peter's Church.
Hello, everyone. I am Angelina Petherbridge, as announced by Paul, a parishioner of St. Peter's Church. I have my fellow parishioners with me. Paul. We received Councillor Sachs's update plan regarding Rapido Bathurst. We are happy to see she is willing to talk about Rapido and the updated plan. We just want to make sure she commits preserving our space for funerals, weddings, and accessibility. Thank you.
Can I say something on my own behalf?
One second.
Oh,
I'd like to ask Michele Morgan to say a few words.
sorry.
On top of stress, this is stressful. So bear with me. I had to write it down or I'll just babble. So
Just speak into the mic.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now? So I am Michele Morgan, and my business is the Annex Art Center at 1075 Bathurst. I'm a multifaceted community art space, and a large part of my business is children's programming, including after-school art classes, summer camps, workshops, and special events. I also host artists and community events, and in between, my studio provides my working space for theater prop building. My clientele reaches outward from the neighboring community to all parts of the city. The only access to my storefront is from Bathurst Street, and the elimination of on-street parking would force the clients who might still choose to come to my studio to find parking or stopping on nearby side streets that are already over capacity and generally hundreds of meters away. And God forbid we should piss off our neighbors by taking their valuable residential spaces. Making it unrealistic for those who are reliant on having curb access, like the loading in and out of art shows, tools, supplies, and props. And if you have children, you know the value of pickup and drop-off access. I fear that I will lose a large part of my business to those who rely on parking access to the studio, keeping in mind that I have tailored my programs to work within the existing 9 to 4 metered parking hours, and it seems to me that to take away the entire access of the curb lane is serving a very one-sided view of the community. In 14 years operating on Bathurst Street, I have worked hard to create a unique art space that has put me in touch with the people in this community. I can tell you that so many have expressed to me their support and outrage for the local small businesses and residents on Bathurst in the face of Rapid's plan. The architects of this plan have designed a solution that predicts to shave 2 to 7 minutes off a bus ride up to Eglinton. Nowhere in their plan did they project or protect the livelihood of the people who stand to lose so much more than a few minutes in the bargain.
Next, we're going to have Ignatios and Antoniadis speak.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Ignatios and I've been a long-time resident that lives on Bathurst. So I've seen the good, the bad, and unfortunately I'm about to see the ugly. I normally keep health matters private, but with what's happening around Rapido, I feel compelled to speak out. This plan can have a profound impact, not just on my mother, but on many seniors in our community. My mother has serious health challenges and relies on me to drive her everywhere. We use her accessibility permit to park on Bathurst so she can get to her medical appointments. Public transit is no longer a safe or viable option for her, and this plan risks cutting her off from essential care and her weekly medication deliveries. As she's not alone, this will isolate countless elderly residents from their families, their support networks, and from the city they've helped build. We owe them better. Please consider the real-life impact on our most vulnerable residents before making changes and limiting accessibility. Thank you.
Next, we have Davina Weiner.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Davina Weiner. I have the Showroom clothing store across the street. My parents started this business about 52 years ago. When we came to this neighborhood several years ago, we came because of its accessibility, by transit, by cars, our clients could come. And that was the most important. When we arrived here, there were many empty storefronts and a lot of darkened doorways, and things have really changed since then. We're a thriving community of residents, small businesses, medical offices, all kinds, and we all contribute to this neighborhood. When our customers come, they don't just come to us. They come to John Shoe Repair, they come to Marco's for coffee, they come shopping, they come everywhere, and this became their community. And they come because they can, and if they can't come, they won't. This isn't about my store or any one simple business. This is about the community as a whole. We're part of an amazing community and small businesses. And if you ask any of the small business owners, it's not easy to grow or sustain any of the businesses. And once we're gone, it's impossible to get us back. If this plan goes through, you're going to find an awful lot of empty, darkened doorways once again, and that's just not going to be good for anybody. Our clientele has a demographic that go from the young to the young at heart. My parents started with clients 52 years ago, and I have their children, their grandchildren, and their children's children. And not all of them can come here by transit. And if they can't get here, they just won't. And it's just a loss to the entire community. Thank you. Don't let it happen.
Lastly, we have Marco from Santaguida.
Thanks, Paul. So I've been in business here since 1998, and all of this is not about you, or me, or you, or you, or you, or anybody. It's about everybody. So we all stand to lose here. To gain what? Maybe a couple of minutes? Maybe 3 minutes? I'll reiterate what Paul said, that we are for transit. We're pro-transit. We're pro-moving people, and we're pro-moving goods. We're pro-getting deliveries to our businesses. My catering business, restaurant, and countless other businesses rely on daily delivery of goods at various times in order to operate. Deliveries happen in fair weather and in rain, snow, and sleet. These are not parcels or envelopes delivered by bike, but skids full of goods. Look around. A minute number who may have alley access cannot rely on the alley as large trucks face obstacles, and there is no provision for snow clearing ever in the alleys. By the way, alleys were carved out for horse and carriage. If businesses cannot unload or load without obvious obstacles, we simply cannot operate. And it's that simple.